built Stonehenge? Welcome back to the art realm. We will be answering this question in this video. We've already established that the origin of Stonehenge began as early as 8000 BCE. The first monuments were built around 3500 BCE by farming communities who arrived from the European continent about 6,000 years ago. They built a number of earthwork monuments for ritual gatherings and communal burial places northwest of the Stonehenge site. The earliest earthwork henge was built around 3000 BCE. A henge is an enclosure that includes a bank and a circular ditch around the entire area. In fact, there are two banks at Stonehenge. At Stonehenge, it is 328 feet across. Within the ditch was a ring of 58 timber or stone posts. Those are not there anymore. This monument was used as a cremation cemetery for several hundred years. The bluestones from Wales, which is a distance of about 150 miles, could have been brought here around this time. Around 2500 BCE, over 80 large sarsen stones were somehow transported from 15 miles away. These are the larger stones. The blue stones are the smaller ones. And over the course of many years, these stones were positioned in the center of the enclosure in two concentric arrangements. The smaller blue stones occupy the space between. There are also two horseshoe arrangements. Many theories have been put forth, and the prevailing wisdom is that these stones were rolled on top of wooden sleds by at least 50 people per sarsen using ropes and timber. This solution suggests that the people had a sophisticated organizational system. We call it civilization. Many of these people arrived at Stonehenge from Europe around 2400 BCE, bringing with them the burial practices and beliefs of the Beaker culture, which is named for their distinctive pottery found in graves. Individual Beaker graves with funerary offerings were dug near the Stonehenge site, including the richest grave ever discovered from the time of Stonehenge, that of the Amesbury Archer, as he became known. Here are the main features of the Stonehenge complex. There is a circle of sarsen stones with lintels on top, and then an interior circle of the bluestones. And they're called bluestones because they appear to be the color of blue when it rains. There is a horseshoe arrangement of sarsen trilithons, 3 sets, with inner horseshoe of bluestones. There's also what we call an altar stone. We don't really know what the use was, but it's in a very prominent spot. We also have Z, Y, and the famous Aubrey holes. There's a heel stone that marks the sunrises and sunsets at the solstices. And then, of course, you see the overall bank with ditch enclosures that makes it a henge. So the earliest phases of Stonehenge were originally built by unknown European hunter-gatherers. Later, farming communities and the Beaker people, an enigmatic group named after the distinctive pottery they made, contributed to its expansion. The Beaker people brought knowledge of metalworking and new building techniques. They are credited with the completion of Stonehenge in its current state. The Romans, Merlin the wizard, and the Druids had nothing to do with it. Stay tuned for more on Stonehenge. Thank you for listening. I'll see you back soon.